All right, this is about 2 weeks since I fed these guys. I'm gonna have to feed them twice a month, I guess, because they do go through it fast. Let's just take a look at some of these composting rolls I buried about 2 weeks ago. The worms have been going inside of them and are doing very well. The smell is almost gone. Remember how much I fed these guys? A ton, right? So many. In fact, I'm gonna have to feed these guys. Can't even find any of my composting rolls. Yeah, these guys need a feeding. There's a roll here, I think. Yeah, these guys are overdue. Now, the rest of this is just pure castings because they just keep layering it and layering it, right? Here's a roll. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is due for a feeding. Now, I forget. This one might be the one that I fed midweek. This one might be my off barrel. That's way too done. This is feeding my reds my composted compost. Look at, they love that apple, right? All right, let me go get another one. Another bin. Here's one I know. Since this is the one that I must have fed, this is probably a month right now, or 3 weeks or so. Let's go try this one over here. Big Bertha. This is a 55-gallon Eve barrel where the furnace came on. Okay, all right, 55 green barrel. Let's see here, 55-gallon barrel. I'm getting, every now and then I get these black soldier flies flying around, which one day I'm going to master that heavenly creature as well. So let's see here. Put that there, that there. Let's see what these look like. This one I know is only like not too old yet. So let's take a look at these rolls and see how the worms are going into it. They're just loving this material. So I just roll it up in a roll and they go in it into their leisure. And they're going through it so fast that I'm going to have to feed them twice, or give them more material. Look at this, is not about 2 weeks old, this material here. And they're already going inside of it and eating it up. So they're eating my composted compost, which the thermophilic stage of my compost outside is not really, I didn't get the heat, I haven't been getting the heat that I like, of course. So all this in here is pure castings. And one day I'll show you how I start a whole new bin once I reclaim the castings. Here's one with a roll here. Let's see what these guys are doing. This one's a little heat in this one. Let's see here. Another roll. So they're getting into it, some more than others. So it's a great way to feed your worms massive amounts of compost. Roll it up in a big fat roll. If it's too acidic or it's too anaerobic, they'll go in it at their leisure. The molds and stuff will go in there, and then the worms will start eating that mold and stuff. Is that cool or what? Now, if you've seen my videos on how much I feed these guys, and I'll do a couple more. I know they're boring, but to some worm people, they might be a lot of fun. So, what it's showing is that I'm feeding these guys massive amounts of food. And there's a little thermophilic action there. I can feel a little warmth there, but it's not hot enough for the worms, apparently, because they're in it. And in this barrel here, there's enough room if there is a lot of heat to go on. These guys look like they're a little small, and I don't see too many cocoons. I should put my glasses on because I can't see too many cocoons in here. But they seem to be doing their job. Breaking down all my compost and turn it into castings. Folks, everything. Here's a black soldier fly. A little smaller ones here. Where are you here? Come over here. All right? So that's exciting. I'm doing all this gross compost right in my basement. And as long as you cover it with these fluffy castings, the smell totally disappears. So that's good news. Want to check one more barrel? We could do that if you'd like. All right. Then this is kind of a vapor barrier. Let me put a little moisture on here too, just because it does seem just a little dry. Just like that. Just like that. Bum, 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 bum. And then there's a worm there. Let's just keep that moisture retained in there. That's a great little way to break down our organics. We're going to talk about how making soil, growing food is going to save us all. That's the secret. If global warming is a fact, which I don't care one way or another if it is or it isn't, I really don't. I know I do my part. If it is, I certainly do my part. Not stopping all of our organics from going to the landfill. All right, so that one we know we did. Now here's another one here. But I also know I fed, it's not even 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks into it. This is a little aversion. All the same, one hole. That's how you regulate any liquid right here. As I've said, there's none in this one. I run them as dry as I can. All right, let's take a look at this guy here. This is kind of a newer bin. But it's getting up there. See, they're going into that material. All right, little smell. There's a little smell here. Not bad. After a while, it just goes away. These heavenly creatures just are amazing on so many levels I've yet to figure out. So they're doing their job. If you're wondering what to feed your reds, I'm on Facebook and a lot of times, and everybody's like, can I feed him this? Can I feed him that? It's all about presentation. You can feed your red wigglers anything and everything. And I know it for a fact. Roadkill, humanure, all the no-nos you could possibly think of. Don't worry about it. They'll eat it. Again, it's all about how you present it to them. They love corn husks. That's for sure. Look at that. Can you see that? They just love eating from inside out. That's exciting. All right. So all this heavy organic waste, I never want to give to the man. Never. I think it's the most radical thing you can do is stop this heavy weight from going to the landfill. Turn it into soil and growing food with it. That's where the jobs are going to be. But we'll talk more about that in other videos. That's where the jobs are going to be. Urban farming jobs. And we're going to mechanize them too, to the point where all we have to do in life is enjoy and live life. And everybody is going to be fed, happy, healthy. And we're going to let these robots do all the stupid shit once we get rid of this nasty economical system called capitalism. Once we get rid of that system. Want to do one more? Let's do one more. I know I'm rambling. Let's do one more here. Take a look at this one. Again, 2 weeks max. I'm going to have to feed these. This one, see a lot of scutterflies. I got some yellow. That's one thing about doing inside that you might not like is you get little flying vermin that kind of suck. And they come in with the fruit and stuff like that. And I'll show you how I handle them. All right, this one, this bin is doing wunderbar, right? That's one roll. This guy's going to have to be fed twice a month. I'm going to have to feed these guys because they go through it just so fast, right? Here's a roll that everything, folks. And of course, my carbon. Look at these guys. Let's check this one here. All right. So my bedding, for all intents and purposes, is the worm castings, right? Because I just bury them into the castings. And again, I'll show you how I start a bin. Look at that. They're just freaking loving it. Now this one, I got one more feeding and then I'll self-harvest these guys. And I haven't yet to show people how I self-harvest these. But these barrels are the bomb to vermiculture vertically, right? Now I got some over here that I'll show you later on in life that I'm going vertically with these, like vermenting. It's similar to vermenting. Anyway, that's that. I got a couple more, but they all look like that. They'll go there. All right, this is Mark from Eve Growing over and out.
We will most certainly heal this planet, one urban farmer at a time.